praises women and decries violence against them. Pope Francis appeals for giving a voice to women, against violence, and for equality during his meeting in the Vatican with participants from the Strategic Alliance of Catholic Research Universities, SACRU, and the Centesimus Annus Pro Pontifice Foundation. Pope Francis has praised women, called for treating them as equals, and has decried violence and abuse against them. He made these observations when meeting with participants from the Strategic Alliance of Catholic Research Universities, SACRU, and the Centesimus Annus Pro Pontifice Foundation, in the Vatican on Saturday morning. The Holy Father received them after he had written the preface to their joint research More Women's Leadership for a Better World, Care as a Driver for Our Common Home. The Pope recalled frequent discrimination at work, often due to maternity, of the pay gap between the two sexes, but also of the heroic work of so many anonymous women next door, the silent force of our days. Diversity, he warned, recalling the importance of greater inclusiveness, must never result in inequality, but rather in a grateful and reciprocal welcome. Every person must be respected in his or her dignity and fundamental rights, the Pope reiterated, thinking of the drama of violence against women. Let us not leave women who are victims of abuse, exploitation, marginalization and undue pressure, such as those I mentioned with work, voiceless. Let us be the voice of their pain and strongly denounce the injustices they are subjected to, he said, often in contexts that deprive them of any possibility of defense and redemption. No to exclusion. Pope Francis' clear rejection of any form of discrimination against women, as well as other weak categories of society. Hence the call to walk together, integrating everyone, especially the most fragile economically, culturally, racially, and because of gender. No one should be excluded, he said, noting, this is a sacred principle. In fact, he continued, God the Creator's project is an essentially inclusive project, which puts at the center precisely the inhabitants of the existential peripheries. It is a project that, like a mother, looks at her children as different fingers on the same hand. Women's contribution to the common good is irreplaceable and undeniable in this sense, according to the Pontiff. This, he said, is demonstrated by the women of sacred scripture, decisive at key moments in the history of salvation, or even in the history of the Church, figures such as Saints Catherine of Siena, Josephine Bakhita, Edith Stein, Teresa of Calcutta, impressive for their determination, courage, fidelity, ability to suffer and transmit joy, honesty, humility, and tenacity. Pope Francis thanked the participants in the audience and praised the book presented to him, the fruit of a remarkable variety of contributions and of the hitherto unprecedented collaboration.